Hey, welcome. No cap content, print money king. I'm your host. So, 5 reasons why your zombie dead not posting. Before we get started, let me get this out the way. Disclaimer: I'm not a CPA. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a tax strategist. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not none of those things. I'm just a person that actually run these plays and actually get things going. So, we got that out the way. Let's begin. Zombie Dead. Why Zombie Dead is not posting for you? Because you're not a data furniture, number one. Number two, why Zombie Dead not reporting for you? You're not a data furniture. And that's the next 3 steps. So that's the 5 reasons why. But let me break that down to you and let you understand what that means. Your Zombie Dead is not posting simply because your data has to be submitted in Metro 2 format. So, for all the creators out there in the space, all the people that's saying, hey, yeah, I can get your Zet posted, or yeah, hey, buy my Zombie Debt Reassignment course, or Debt Reassignment course, or get my debt update letter, it's proprietary, or all that nonsense. Listen, skip over that. Don't buy it. Don't do none of that. You're going to waste your money. I got real receipts. Proven receipts. Zombie Dead does work, but you have to be a data furniture. Reason being, it got to be in a Metro 2 format. You got to have a Metro 2 software. You got to have an e-Oscar set up. You got to be in compliance when you submit your data and all that. So if you're following somebody in the space, or you've been following somebody in the space, or your mentor in the space is telling you to go buy you some debt, in stat or out of stat, which we're going to get to that in a minute. In stat is meaning in the statutory limitation of your state. So if you're in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and you're buying debt from Texas, you need to know what's the statute of limitation in Texas. It's 4 years. So meaning if it's older than 4 years, that will be considered out of stat debt. Now, if it's older than 4 years and the original debtor pays anything on it, he just reinstated that debt. So it could be in stat debt. The difference between out of stat debt and in stat debt is the price. In stat debt means it's still in the statute. Still in statute, meaning they can still collect, they can still do all these things, so it's going to be a little bit higher. Out of stat means it's past the statute of limitation. It's considered zombie debt. Dead people walking. That's where the term comes from. Zombie debt meaning it's dead. It's nothing, can't nothing be done with it. You know how you try to run these plays or whatever, and you tell your partner, hey, bro, it's dead? That's the same with zombie debt. Now, with that being said, in stat, that's in stat, out of stat. But you don't buy the debt first. You buy the debt last. So you buying the debt first is putting the cart before the horse. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a cart and don't have a horse to pull it. You got to have a horse to pull the cart. You got to have a truck to pull a trailer. So if you buy the zombie debt first, or out of stat debt first, you're putting the trailer in front of the tractor. You're putting the trailer in front of the truck. Like, I want y'all to kind of follow me with this. I want to break it down to y'all best as possible. I want to, hopefully I'm making it for dummies just like me. Because when I got into the space, I was a dummy and I was going for everything and I lost a lot of money. So this is the no cap content. And what I'm doing is showing you that you don't have to be messed over by people trying to sell you debt, trying to sell you different things. So, like I say, I'm Print Money Ken Davis. It's the no cap content. So we not going to lie on this channel, period. We're not lying. We're not fabricating the truth. None of that. Don't buy no debt reassignment course. Don't buy no debt update letter or none of that. It's not going to work. You got to be a data furniture. You got to be a data furniture to whatever bureau you're trying to report to, i.e., You got to set up a data furnisher agreement and sign paper and documentation and submit docs to become a data furnisher with TransUnion, with Experian, with Equifax. Those are on your personal side. If you want to become a data furnisher on the commercial side, you got SBLF, Experian Business. You got Equifax. You got a few more. Dun and Bradstreet. You got a few more. So please, 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 please do not buy no zombie debt or any of that. That's not your first step. Your first step into posting your auto trade lines or your mortgage trade lines or your credit card trade lines will be to get set up with the type of company that you need to post that debt. If you don't have that type of company set up, you cannot get that debt posted, period. Ain't no ways around it. Ain't no cheat codes. Ain't no, far as I seen. I'm going to speak from my experience. I'm going to speak from real facts. Far as I seen, it's no way around it. It's no way you submitting this debt to the bureaus on the paper, piece of paper, and they honor it. What they're going to do is send you back a dispute response. Experian will send you back something saying that you got to show proof that like you got any communication with this person because you buying a debt in somebody else's name, and the game they selling you is for you to reassign it to your name. Like, just think about that for a second. So you buying a car from me. I got the title, but it's in somebody else's name. You buying a car from me, I got the title, but it's in somebody else's name. Like, how does that make sense? So when you go to try to transfer this title over, they're going to ask, well, hey, where is this person at, or where is their signature at? Every state is different, but hey, where is this? You know, like, I want y'all to see how that makes sense. So that's the same when it comes to buying debt. You buying a debt from third and fourth tiers, or is that the term? Yeah, third or fourth tiers, meaning like Bank of America sells the debt to LVMV funding. That will be tier 1 accounts because it left straight from the original creditor, which is Bank of America. Now it's in LVMV funding. That's a tier 1 account of debt. Tier 2 would be Bank of America to LVMV funding to one of those other collection companies that everybody know about. That will be considered second tier, so forth and so on. So I want y'all to kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, it's a 10, 20 part series. We're going to talk about it. And once y'all finish this series, you will know exactly what to do, what not to do, all that. So you got tiers of debt. You got the credit bureaus is who you need to get set up with to post the debt. When you post the debt, you can post, when you become a data furnisher, you can post whatever debt you want. Meaning, if you got set up, say it's a car dealership, for instance, you can post auto primaries. It's another setup that I'm not going to mention, obviously, because I definitely teach this game, and it won't be fair to my community to give it to y'all for free when they pay big bucks to get the proper setup. But it's other setups that you can get to get what you need to post those auto primaries. So, like I said, don't buy debt. Don't buy no debt expecting to buy no trade lines. Don't buy none of that. Literally, if you want to become a data furnisher or you want to post primary trade lines, you need to be a data furnisher. Print Money Ken, this episode 1. This the no cap content. Stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, follow. This is about a 10 to 20 part series where I will break down the whole data furnisher debt reassignment play. Please stay tuned.